This is going to be a good mirror. We have just arrived at SHOAL Bay, which is just north of Newcastle. We took the train from Sydney Central and got off at Broadmeadow near Newcastle, and it's about an hour's drive, so we had to get an Uber. But now we're here for 5 nights, and we've arrived just before a massive storm. We were really starving, so we went downstairs to get some food. And I left the restaurant with Chris just finishing his lunch to go to the supermarket to get some essentials. And just as I stepped out, it started raining. And the people in the supermarket were like, oh my God, is it gonna hit? Like, it had been reported lightning storms like all day. And yeah, it just started. So I turned around and came back. Chris went to the bottle shop to get some gin and tonics, and I headed home. Well, I waddled up the hill, and I got home before him, and just as soon as I got in the door, this huge like wind and rain kicked up, fairly dramatic, and I was like, you have to come back. You have to. So this is the apartment. It's quite a lot nicer than the last one, which I didn't really show you because the last one was very functional. And it also weirdly had the same table. So this is the living room. Well, it's all kind of one really. And we've got a sea view. Look at my 2 identical drinks. One's water, one's gin and tonic. And we've just been watching the storm from the window. It's got like this cool setup outside, which is, oh, I should know how to open a screen door. Yeah, with this bench that kind of pulls out, which I'm going to put out back. Yeah, like round 2 is coming with the storm now. It was so gorgeous when we turned up. Also, it was so humid. It was like 34, 35 degrees, and it felt like I stepped out of the Uber and it felt like somebody was putting a hairdryer on me. But yeah, this is going to be nice for evening drinks and coffee in the morning. You can see the sea. It's so gorgeous and turquoise, if a bit treacherous. I've just looked up this bird, and it's a white-bellied sea eagle. It's so stunning. It's absolutely huge. I'm sorry that you can't tell how big it is. It's really impressive. I can't remember if I said this, probably not, but the reason we're in SHOAL Bay is not because I knew anything about SHOAL Bay or where it was, but I had a sole requirement, personal requirement, to find somewhere that was, I was really familiar with Sydney because obviously that's where I grew up, and I wanted to go to Melbourne because my granddad used to live in Melbourne, and it's obviously changed quite a bit in 40 years. And in between that, I didn't want to just have like city and city, and I wanted to break somewhere a bit more remote. But because we don't drive, I didn't know where to go. I needed somewhere that was remote but also accessible by public transport. So as I said, it was a train ride up to Newcastle, which is about 2 hours, and then a cab. And I found it by the ridiculous method of Google Maps, just zooming in, going up the coast, up and down the coast, either side from Sydney, kind of following the rail line to see where it went in to the coast close enough. And I followed it up here, and I was like, oh, they look like really beautiful kind of remote beaches. Can we get there? And I had a little look at the town, and it seemed quite nice. Didn't really know anything about it. And then just started to kind of plot and look for an Airbnb. But the 3 beaches that are around here, you will see, are stunning, and they are very remote. They're kind of cut off from, so we've got the main one, which is SHOAL Bay, and it's next to Nelson's Bay. but these remote ones, there are 3 kind of headlands like bush, and they kind of come in like coves, and you can walk from kind of the main residential area, kind of you have to access them through the kind of national park. And I just thought, I want that kind of remote feeling to the holiday. I want to feel like I'm in the middle of nowhere, but I can walk 10 minutes back and be in civilization, and, you know, be back at our apartment. And I couldn't believe that it basically kind of ticked all the boxes. So yeah, the plan is to do pretty much nothing, and I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of Instagram, social media. I think I feel a bit more settled here, which is why I felt like kind of updating you on what we're doing. I didn't really film anything in the other apartment, as I said, but the plan is to just go and visit those beaches. My back is a lot better, but it's still not like, I really want to be able to get on a bike and explore, but I'm gonna have to see how I feel. But I can walk to the beach. I can thankfully walk on the beach, which is what I was quite worried about. And as we've seen, I've been able to get in the sea. So I think I'll survive. And the weather for the next couple of days is looking great. Like after this storm, it's going to be kind of 27, 28 for the next like 3-4 days, which is brilliant. Yeah, and then we fly from Newcastle down to Melbourne. No life-saving service and the strong currents. Oh my god, it's blue. Electric blue and brown. It's like a tiny wren. Oh wow, that bird was incredible. The colour of it. So we're on Zenith Beach, and it's epic, but it's not a swimming beach. I was up to my calves and I nearly just got pulled in. I'm kind of overwhelmed by this place. Look at that view. That headland. Yeah, as I say, not a swimming beach. Well, not for me anyway. No lifeguards. And yeah, I'm just going to sit for a bit and enjoy it. I am that awful person on a beach in Australia when it's 2 degrees in London. it's been a hard morning of swimming. We just sat down on the balcony. We've been out all morning. We had a bit of a swim and then had a really lovely brunch at Mermaids, which is the kind of cafe part of... Someone just waved at me. That was so weird. The neighbour was just walking down the hill and waved at me while I was talking. Not embarrassing. What else was I saying? Yes, Mermaids. We went for... I had a crab omelette and it was incredible. And then we just stopped off on the way back home to pick up... they've got a really good bottle shop, which has... I've noticed in Australia there's lots of pre-mixed drinks. Like I know we've got canned cocktails at home, but there's a lot of kind of hard seltzers, and I picked up a coconut water, what is it? A coconut water, vodka, passion fruit, no, watermelon thing, which I'm just about to have. Chris is in the shower and I'm waiting for it. I've got that and a can of mango margarita. So I just thought, I mean, I don't even like coconut water, but I thought it might be different with alcohol and flavours in it. So we're going to give that a try. Okay, live tasting. Ooh. Smells really sweet, actually. It's good. It's a lot less strong than it smells. I think it's a thumbs up. It was my instinct to put lime in it, and I was correct. Chris is reading his book. He loves being in news videos. Okay, we're back on the drinks and it's mango margarita time. I have missed these so much. Oh, it looks good. It looks good. Okay. This is the one. I found my drink. It's like a Solero margarita. Look at it, look at it. So we're off out to dinner at Atmos, which is the kind of Greek-inspired place, probably the nicest place in the town, really. I got this dress from Zara, last minute sort of purchase, and it's very, very unflattering. I feel like a sack of potatoes. However, it's floaty. We're gonna live with it. We're gonna wear it. This shell necklace I bought a really long time ago, and I've struggled to wear it. And I think if I'm not gonna wear it at the beach, when am I gonna wear it? So it's on, even though I much prefer this. Unfortunately, my footwear is restricted due to my back. I would have worn my Tevas, but even though they're walking shoes and they're very comfortable, they are very imbalanced. They're kind of like a foamy bottom, and my back has nearly gone in the past wearing them, so I don't think I should be wearing them for the rest of the holiday.
Smells incredible. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just missed the sunrise by 5 minutes. It was pretty stunning. There's about 8 other people here on the beach. I thought I was going to be the only wind taking this early, but no. Oh look, there it is. Reflected in my glasses. See that there's a tiny cloud just forming at the top of that mountain. What? What? Did I capture that on video? Oh my fucking god. Oh. Well, he looks freshly dead. Yeah. Oh my god. Real stairs, I love you. So this is Wreck Beach. Slightly more difficult. Ooh, whoa, look at the waves. Slightly more difficult to get to. Very scary bush trail in Birkenstocks and no long trousers. And we saw a dead lizard, scared the shit out of me. But look at it. There's one man. I'm gonna go and put my feet in. One of the best lives. We've just had dinner and I don't know what we've been doing for the past couple of evenings, but we have not seen this view. Look at the mountain in the light. This place is ridiculous. And that's the SHOAL Country Club, which basically owns the entire town as far as I can tell. And it's Saturday night and it is crazy because we arrived on, I don't even know what day it was, Thursday. So we had Thursday and Friday and it was really lovely and quiet, and then this nonsense kicked off. Anyway, it's all fun because everyone's just here having a lovely time. And normally I would be annoyed by that sort of stuff, but I don't know. It's kind of lovely because there's like families in there and stuff. Just gonna spin around. Everyone's getting like takeaway pizzas. Also the girls who are hanging out on jetty and an octopus and a crab. Blow drying your hair in front of an air conditioner has got to be one of man's greatest inventions. Obviously I would not ordinarily be blow drying my hair in 30 degrees, but this is our last night here and we are flying to Melbourne very early tomorrow morning. I think our car's picking us up at 10 to 6. Uber. God, I sound like I've got my own driver. The Uber is booked for 10 to 6. So I want to just look a bit more pulled together, and the weather for Melbourne is not dissimilar to London. So we're really going to have a bit of a come down from this beachy week and getting a bit acclimatized to London weather, I guess. So yeah, we've got 4 days as our last kind of section of travel in Melbourne, and we go home on Friday. And yeah, one of the days I'm doing work stuff, so it's even less really, but we're landing into what looks like pretty bad weather, so storms. Again, like we keep arriving places that are in the middle of a storm. So yeah, that's the next couple of days. Wasn't looking my best in that last video. Look at me, scrub up well. Oh, the birds. Oh, the birds here have been incredible. We saw a fairy wren and it was electric blue and like chestnut brown. I'm just talking to the lads, Chris.
What's up?
I was talking about the birds. We saw the fairy wren.
Oh yeah, we saw them birds, you know. All them birds, them come.
I have been walking on the beaches, looking at the beaches. Thanks, Chris. Final sundowners. Oh, well, here we are in another culture shock. 30 degrees by the beach yesterday, and then today a mere hour and 45 minutes later we are 12 degrees, feels like 8 or something. It's just been raining. The sun has come out now. We're in Fitzroy, and yeah, I'm not feeling it right now because it just feels like I've been transported back to East London. I mean, I'm grateful to have more time off work, don't get me wrong, but I feel a little bit like my kind of rural Australian beachy holidays over, and I didn't think I would feel like this, but I do. But it's fine. I mean, I've literally only been here like an hour and a half, so the area is pretty quirky. I don't know Melbourne at all. We are staying around the corner from Seabees, and obviously I have already bought myself a tote. And what a beautiful shop. After filming in there, I saw loads of signs saying, please could you refrain from filming. I think there have been too many kind of influencers, and it's probably getting a bit touristy and busy. So, which I respect. I know there's a few places that are like that. But my God, there were so many beautiful things in there, and it's really upset me that I couldn't take pictures or film any more of it. The houses here are super cute. These like lovely residential streets in Fitzroy, in between kind of Smith Street and Brunswick. Really cute. I'm just going to Loon or Luna Croissanterie for some breakfast. Oh, excuse the face. I'm just trying to settle in a bit more here. Bye. Oh my God, this tastes like home and comfort and childhood. So I'm spending the day going to the PRH Australia warehouse. How exciting. I mean, it actually is exciting because it's just opened. They moved the warehouse a couple of months ago to a mega one that has, you know, robots and everything. So everyone is jealous. Even the guys in the in the Sydney office were like, I can't believe you're going to go to the warehouse. So yeah, an early start. I thought I was supposed to be here at 8, but I was supposed to be here at 8:30. So I've just had a really nice wander through CBD, picked up a croissant at Luna, and have just come along the river, which is on the way to the offices, and it's a glorious day. Still a bit chilly, very spring-like in the fact that it's really cold in the morning. I definitely need a jacket, but it's going to be like 27 degrees later. So yeah, it feels very strange to kind of commute just for one morning along with everyone else. It's quite fun to see what that looks like here. It's about an hour's drive out of the centre of Melbourne, so I've come to the offices to meet up with my contact there, who I've been talking to for 14 years, and I'm finally getting to meet her, so I'm super excited. So her and one of the other key account managers there, the sales manager, we are heading out. Hi, it's our last morning, so I thought I would just jump on because today's probably going to be pretty busy. We're flying at about 6 p.m. this evening. We have to check out at 11. So packing and luggage storage today, and then we'll find somewhere for lunch and get a cab to the airport. I'm just using my morning because I was not very well yesterday. So we didn't get to do some of the things I wanted to do. This morning I've just gone and got coffee from Proud Mary and bought some coffee from them, which is an award-winning one. So hopefully I can squeeze that into my luggage. And I'm gonna just finish the whole holiday with a lovely trip to Luna again. They have I hope they have it today, Vegemite and cheese swirl. I've not been in the mood for anything savoury in the morning, which is really unlike me. And they have this other one which looks incredible, kind of plain and just like really tightly swirled. So I'm off to get those. It's like 7:30 in the morning, and then I'll be fueled for packing. There are not enough days here to try each of the pastries. So I found that Melbourne, I haven't really spoken much of Melbourne. I found that it's quite entirely based kind of around food and drink, and I don't know, it's a nice city. I mean, I think it's difficult because having been to Sydney and kind of everywhere you look is beautiful. Like, I don't know if it's just the area we're staying in, it's not as, like, it's a little bit more run down, and it's all about the culture and the vibe, and it's very cool, but I can get that in London. It feels so much more like I'm halfway home. The weather yesterday was 31, and then today it's going to be 25, so we are getting some good weather before we go, and yeah, it looks like it's going to be a shocker when we land. Literally can't believe that one of the best bakeries in the world is 6 minutes away from where we're staying. So here we have the Vegemite and cheese swirl for those savoury lovers. And this has a name and I can't remember it, but basically it's just kind of caramelised butter.